Hi, everybody. Okay, so from the title, you're probably a little confused. Let me straighten this up a little bit. It kind of looks like it's tilted. So, when I was 40 years old, when I turned 40, I've had a slew of medical problems. I've had pancreatitis since I was 18, chronically. I'm a diabetic. I've had like major health scares every like year and a half to where I almost died. So, since I survived the coma and trying to die 5 or 6 times, being septic, anemic, having blood transfusions, all that, I thought that I wanted to do something for me that was big. Something that basically where I just celebrated the fact that I was still alive. So I decided that I was going to pierce my nose. Now, I'm not one of these tattooed and pierced people. No shade. If that's your thing, more power to you. But it's not my thing. I have my ears pierced 3 times on each side. But that's about the gist of it. So, because I'm kind of frugal, and at the time I worked in a nursing home, and I didn't, make a whole lot of money. And we were struggling a lot financially. And every place I checked to get my nose pierced was like 50, 60, $70. And I was like, I really wanted to pierce my nose. So I did the only thing that I could think of at the time. I went on YouTube and I watched some videos about people piercing their nose themselves. So what I did was I got some Orajel to deaden my nose, put it inside and out, and then I took a brand new gold-plated needle and slowly inserted it through the nose. It really wasn't that bad. And then I popped a little tiny hoop through. And when I went to work, everyone thought it was fake. And I was like, look, no, it's not. And then when they found out that I did it myself, they were like, that bitch is crazy. Because I literally had pictures where you could see the needle poking through my nose. I don't know why I did that, but so, and I love my little nose piercing. So about a month, no, 3 months ago, Marty came to me and he started talking about wanting to get a piercing. First, he was like, I want to get my tongue pierced. And then I was like, why? He's like, I don't know. I just want to do it. Now, keep in mind that my husband, the love of my life, my best friend, my soulmate, is 56 years old. He has 2 piercings in his ear, which I made him stop wearing a long time ago because I don't know, it just didn't look right. And I like the military aesthetic, buzzed hair, that whole thing, because I have a thing for men in uniform. I love firemen because every woman loves a man with a big hose. Which is my little joke that always cracks Marty up. He's in the other room laughing. I love military men. There was a guy I was in Walmart with my home health girl, and there was a guy in uniform. He was a good-looking guy, younger though. And so we were just chit-chatting back and forth, and I was like, I love a man in uniform. And she, I kind of got a little naughty. And she's like, oh, but he's just a private. And I said, I'd take him on. I'll show him his privates. And she was dying because he was literally in earshot. And, well, I am very confident. And I've done some things that people were like, I would never do that. And I would be like, I would. And I did. You know, like walk out of the come and go bathroom with no pants on. And then meet a guy, eyes. We locked eyes, and I was like, what's up? You know, I'm very confident, especially when it's not in the town I live in. Now, if that would have happened in my town, I don't know if I would have been like, I'm just going to walk on out of the bathroom with no pants on. I did have underwear on, yes, but hey, everyone was like, my daughter was like, I'm like, what? I got underwear on. I'm covered. Anyhow, so he started talking about wanting to get his tongue pierced. And I was like, do you realize that your tongue is going to swell up and you're going to have a hard time talking? And I think you can't suck through a straw. And he was like, well, I have a hard time talking anyway. I'm like, stick your tongue out. And so he stuck his tongue out and I pinched the crap out of it. And I was like, now, imagine a needle getting shoved through your tongue. And he was like, So I convinced him not to do that. Then a few days later, he was like, I want to get my nose pierced. And I had the same question. Why? And I don't think he ever answered that question for me. And he's been like, please, I want you to pierce my nose. And why won't you let me get my nose pierced? And will you pierce my nose? I'm like, because if you pinch his nose, it drives him. He's like, ow, ow, ow. I'm like, you do realize I'm going to be shoving a needle through your nose. It might hurt. But he's been asking me for 3 months, and I'm like, finally today I decided, okay, I will find all my stuff. No, I'm not a professional nose piercer, but I know what I used to do mine, so that's what I'm going to do with him. I'm going to get a nose ring. I'm not sure which kind, because I have like the bend ones, the straight one, which is called the bone, and the ones that I wear, which is like a corkscrew type situation. So that's what I'm going to do. I told him a little bit ago that I'm gonna get my stuff together today, and we're gonna pierce the nose. And just because I think it would be fun, I thought, why don't I video it? Because I have a sneaky suspicion of the reaction that I'm going to get from him. And while I think it's funny, you all would think it's freaking hilarious. I mean, I've been married to this man for a long time. 20, crap, now I can't think. 24 years? Something to that effect. So, I mean, just to cut his toenails, I literally have to sit on his feet because he like freaks out about people touching his feet. And normally because his nails are really, really super thick, normally through the process, I have to slap him a couple of times. I'm like, quit! Because he'll like jank it back. And I've told him a million times, I was like, if I'm doing something that hurts you, instead of jerking back when I have something sharp or pointy in my hand, maybe, just maybe, you should be like, babe, that hurts. And I would be like, I'm sorry, let me stop for a minute. So, what was that? Oh, he's in the other room being like, you never do. That is not absolutely true. I might not stop as soon as he wants me to stop. But so, okay. So for all of you who don't know, hi, my name's Lynette, and I'm addicted to makeup. I'm a makeup hoarder. I'm doing a makeup decluttering my entire collection. So you should really go check out those videos because they're really good. I also am a post-op gastric bypass patient. And one of the sites that I really love is Bariatric Foodie. And they are doing a Bariatric Foodie challenge starting the 26th. So if you are pre-op, post-op, or someone in your life is pre-op or post-op, go check that out because you can all join. And they're going to do fun prizes every week. Basically, the way it works is, I think on Sunday, you check in and you give a goal. It doesn't have to be, it's just some type of goal, like water, vitamins, protein, exercise, or it could be a self-care goal. I want to, I don't know, wash my hands more, or I want to stop drinking soda. And then at the end of the week, you basically go online again and you tell them, you log in and tell how it went. If you reached your goal, whatnot. And then every week they're drawing prizes. So if you're in that classification, I would definitely check it out. I think that there is a common misconception when it comes to bariatric eating. there are some, after you've gone through, the puree diet and the soft diet and the liquid and all that, you really are going to start eating regular foods. And there are some really good recipes available. Bariatric foodie, Nikki, she has some cookbooks and stuff, recipes that are really awesome. And I also like bariatriceating.com. They have some amazing recipes. There is a recipe on there for, I call it Mary Meatballs, because I took their recipe and I tweaked it into my own. And it's an Italian meatball. And it is just amazing. Marty loves them. And because my stomach is the size of a golf ball, I can eat 1 2-ounce meatball, a tiny salad, and then I'm full. When I had my surgery, September 27th, 2019, I weighed 362.8 pounds. Since then, I have dropped down to 292 pounds. You can do the math, because I can't. Math is hard. I'm not a mathematical genius. But I believe it's somewhere in the range of like 60 pounds. Pardon me? 70 pounds. I stand corrected. And obviously, I have a lot more to lose. But I'm working really hard at it. Now, the other thing is, I get really mad about how expensive it is to eat healthy. I mean, you want to eat foods that aren't processed as much as possible, because of processed foods, sugar, lots of sodium. Plus, if it's vegetables, a lot of that nutrients gets boiled out of it. But I mean, if they just made food, healthy food, a little bit cheaper, I personally believe that we wouldn't have such a huge problem in this country with obesity. I mean, it does come down to impulse control. I mean, I didn't get this weight from just eating vegetables. I didn't gain all the weight because I ate sensible sized meals. Our country has such a problem with portions. You go to any restaurant, whether it's a cheap one or it's a more expensive restaurant, and what I consider a more expensive restaurant, maybe not for all, but like you go to McDonald's, you're going to spend $20 and get crap, fries, burgers, soda. You go to places like Applebee's, you're going to spend $20, $25. But the portions are huge. Literally, about a week ago, we went to Applebee's and they sucked me in with the 2 for $24. Oh, but that's a better deal. I got that fat brain syndrome still in there. And so I ate like one or two bites of my pasta, which actually I'm not supposed to really eat pasta. Um, the three cheese chicken penne at Applebee's is over 1,000 calories. But after taking two bites, I got it boxed up and then we brought it home, put it in the fridge, and then I made it for dinner. And really, what we did is we split it in half, Marty and I, had a salad, and then I ate too much and wasn't okay. So I'm still working on the fact that I need to reduce my portions. I started using smaller containers, like smaller bowls, smaller plates, but I'm still working on that. I had gotten out of the habit of measuring all my food, whether it's on a scale or in a measuring, like dry measuring cup. And I had noticed that my weight had not moved. It had stayed the same. And so I felt like I had plateaued a little bit. And then I came to the realization, well, maybe I'm not plateaued. Maybe it's just that what I'm sticking to my face is not the best thing that I should be sticking to my face. That I was drinking regular soda, which is a big no-no. My dietitian doesn't like that. She's actually made it one of my goals to stop soda. So I do still have soda, but it's diet soda. Like, I know that's not that much better because carbon dioxide is poison, which is what's in soda. Carbonated water, carbon dioxide. Anyway, I'll get off that. But so that's why I wanted, I go the long way around explaining something. That's why I decided to do the bariatric foodie challenge. It's because there are some goals that I'm working on that I need to work on better. And this gives you an accountability, which I desperately need. Marty is really good at doing things like, you're not supposed to have that. And then in the next sentence, he's like, is that all you're going to eat? That's not very much. So I'm trying to convince him to do this challenge with me because although Marty is neither post-op or pre-op, he actually has been with me through this whole entire thing. When we started getting healthy and started trying to eliminate certain products, he wasn't happy when I banished all sugar from the house. He was not happy with that. But when I explained to him that it would make it 5 times easier for me to use sugar if we have it in the house, he slowly accepted it. When we switched to diet soda, he was really iffy about it. He's like, I'm not drinking that stuff. And then I introduced him to Diet A&W root beer, and then he was on board. The only thing I think he's really had a hard time with is chips. Occasionally, I do bring some chips in the house when I like to make, taco salad. But he is a grazer. He likes to mindlessly eat. And he does have a problem with his weight as well. He has we're about 100 pounds apart. Obviously, I'm on the higher end, he's on the lower end. But he is trying to lose weight. He wants to get down, I think, about 30 pounds to where he feels more comfortable in his body. So we are starting to do, we were doing really good with walking every night until we got the snowstorm here in Springfield, Missouri. And then we stopped doing it because, I mean, obviously there was snow on the ground. We both use walkers, so it's a little complicated to push walkers through the snow and ice. But the snow and ice has melted. And have we gone back out walking? No. Last night we were going to, and then I flaked it off. I was hurting pretty bad. But then once I stopped hurting, I didn't get my butt out of bed and get dressed and go for a walk. It's not anything abnormal if I get up and do my walk at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. Marty's not happy with when I do that, basically because, one, he would rather be sleeping, and two, if I go by myself, he's like, it's not safe. It's not safe. Well, I figured that if there's someone who thinks they're big enough and bad enough to, I don't know, accost me, I would just kick them in the balls. So it is almost my birthday. What is today? Oh, my birthday's in 2 days. Okay, so for all of you who don't know, we're having a giveaway on this channel. It's going to be fabulous. But what I need you guys to do is, number one, be subscribed to the channel. And go to my birthday giveaway. Watch that video. It's going to tell you how to enter. And then on Saturday, which is my birthday, Marty and I are going to be doing a live stream. And we're going to be entering or drawing the winner for the giveaway. So I'm really excited about this. We've gotten a few new subscribers on the channel. Hello to all of you. And I enjoy these so much that I just may start doing a giveaway every month. I'm not going to set that in stone, but right now that's what I'm thinking in my head. Now, I want to address the fact that I'm losing my hair still. And I am very sad about that. I was thinking about getting a wig. However, I would have to wear like one of those wig caps, and I sweat profusely, and I would figure that it would be a waste of money. So either, actually, between me and you and the fence post, I've been thinking of just shaving my head. But the only problem with that is Marty, he doesn't want me to do it. But you want to know, I think I know why. He's just jealous because he doesn't have any hair. I think that's the problem. Oh, my poor, pathetic little 2.5 hair ponytail. Anyway, so thanks for hanging out with me while I did a little chit chat. So be looking for that video of me piercing Marty's nose because that's going to be coming soon. You know, the only other thing is I was really looking forward to my BoxyCharm. And since when does BoxyCharm ship FedEx? And I know my FedEx guy, he doesn't come that often, but it's always usually around 1:30. And I was looking online and it said that it was, my package was like, had to be rescheduled because I wasn't home. And I was like, since when does our FedEx guy appear at 10 in the morning? I don't even think I was awake at 10 in the morning, or just barely. They need to get it together, definitely. Anyway, I love you all, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.